We're live, ladies and gentlemen, from Megacon, Tampa Bay Geek Culture Congress. Speedy Jr. here, and I'm with somebody who's not a stranger to Geek Culture Congress. It's one of our very first creator or writers that we interviewed, Marco Lopez. How you doing, Marco? How you doing? And he's here with the very talented Ivan Plaza, and we're talking about all their new projects. They have the Lucha Brothers. They got the new Rey Mysterio comic book, and welcome, guys, to Geek Culture Congress.
Thanks, man.
And how you guys enjoying the con so far?
It's been pretty awesome so far.
Yeah, it's been great. This is my first time coming as a pro.
Yeah.
So this has been a lot of fun.
Nice.
We've been here, hanging out with friends, and then meeting people. We've been doing pretty good, and it's just been one of those things that when you're on this side of the aisle instead of being on the other side, it's kind of like it's like a weird I never thought I'd get here.
It's been pretty amazing because you don't really think that people from your town are gonna know who you are,
right?
Because we brought the Cheeto stuff to San Diego. We went to Vegas, and people were already expecting all the wrestling crowd and whatnot.
Right.
But then I never really set up or done anything here in Tampa. But then people specifically finding us to get the books. It's been really awesome.
Cool, very cool. So I'm kind of mad at Marco because he has new projects and he didn't email me, right? We get him in the studio and talk in front of nice microphones, not on my cell phone here. But talk to me about the Luchaverse, okay?
So basically the Luchaverse is this shared universe that we're working with all these real life wrestlers like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix, as the Lucha Brothers. We're also working with classic Mexican wrestlers like Tinieblas Jr., Soul on a Super Astro, and Conan. And what we're trying to do is bring all that nostalgia from the Lucha Libre comic books from the 60s and that kind of stuff, and just bring it into a modern setting.
Nice.
So it's not necessarily wrestling comics or comics about wrestling, but more like putting Rey Mysterio in an action adventure comic book.
Okay.
Or the Lucha Brothers fighting demons and that kind of stuff. So right now we're just publishing some one-shots.
Like Fast and the Furious on steroids.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, cool.
And I think people are digging it because it's real life wrestlers are not made up characters, which eventually we want to bring in original ideas to mix in with the real life wrestlers.
Right.
But we're doing some one-shots, so we're laying the groundwork for what we want to do for the miniseries, in the future.
Right.
So between Marco and I, we started writing all these one-shots, creating the universe, and then seeing, how people, start digging them.
Great. So I think you got the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the Lucha Brothers premise. That's Rey Mysterio, and the other wrestler is...
it's Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr.
Okay, Pentagon Jr.
Which they're
cool.
Actual real brothers in in
real life. Yes.
So with I'm gonna let Marco kind of dig in on
right,
the Lucha Brothers. So let him talk.
Yeah, let him talk.
It's Lucha Brothers. I would like to call my ode to old Shaw Brothers films, old Golden Harvest Kung Fu films. My ode to Final Fight, Streets of Rage video games and all that.
Okay.
Just things that I loved growing up and things I still love to this day.
Right.
Stuff that you would see on El Rey when Robert Rodriguez does the old type of films. I just wanted to give it that flavor. And me and Ivan, with all these books, we work on the story together. I go do the script. He's the editor. And we just create these books that it's just this great amalgamations. And Lucha Brothers is about we mix the real with the unreal, so we include a little bit of the real life, and then we mix it with fictional stuff. And it's about them. It's about Pentagon Jr. wanting to search for this power. He believes in this history through his research that exists. That has that's a hidden history of how the world actually came to be and this power, and he wants this power to become, just the best fighter, the best. That's that classic video game, Street Fighter type thing where Ryu and becoming the best fighter in the world and all that, the strongest, the most powerful, and all that. And his brother, who loves him, goes along with it. And it's basically, when they, go into this corporation and they go into this whole battle, it's about them finding the power and, the reality of what it turns out to really be, this almost like curse and then the history behind all of that, and then I don't want to reveal too much.
Yeah, don't reveal too much because we want them to go buy it.
But again, it's that whole if you love the old 70s kung fu films, if you love Street Fighter, Final Fight, Streets of Rage, it's all that. It's a mix.
Cool. Okay, so that's the Lucha Brothers. Tell me a little bit more about the Rey Mysterio book.
Rey Mysterio is it's basically, it's like he said, it's an action adventure story. Mm-hmm. It's Rey searching for the mask of the first Rey Mysterio.
Oh, very cool.
And it's
I kind of like that, right? Because that's the
he's a legacy.
The mythology of the Rey Mysterio wrestler. Period.
We created basically he's a legacy character, so he's the next in the line of these Rey Mysterios that for thousands of years have been training to wait for this great evil that's supposed to return. Yeah. And he's the latest, and so he's searching for the mask of the first.
So it's his turn to pretty much save the world. And he needs to find the very first, Mysterio mask that was used. The very first Mysterio that ever existed. He's in a quest to find that mask.
Wow, I really like that. I like that.
So it's got it's inspired by like Predator. That great team in there with Arnold Schwarzenegger and all those other characters. Has that great team feel. Inspired by Doc Savage, things like that. Like I'm a big fan of like pulp storytelling, pulp comics, old pulp books. So that's what fuels me in, telling my stories. And I love, just classic action adventures, stories. I like to use the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's just a really fun book. A lot of people have been, loving this stuff. We've gotten great praise from creators in the business like Brian Edward Hall, Brent Edward Hill, Eric Esquivel, Justin Jordan, and other creators that have, we've sent them the books and they've loved them, and they're just, they turned out great, and then people are really digging them.
Very cool, very cool. So, if people want to get into these books, what's the best way they can get them right now?
Right now, you can visit ChidoComics.com, or we also have CHIDO and then comics.com. Okay. And then also we have theluchaverse.com, which is a dedicated website, so they can find everything related to the books.
I like it. And this is all on Comixology?
Yeah. Right now, Rey Mysterio is in Comixology, but all of them will be available very soon in Comixology as well.
Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man.
No problem, man.
I'm glad to be back on.
Talking about Puerto Rico Strong again, how has been the response of Puerto Rico Strong so far?
At C2E2, we were there. At C2E2, we found out that, so the book came out in March. A month later, the first print sold out 10,000 copies.
Nice.
And it went into a second print. The book's been a consistent seller. And as far as I know, I don't have the 100% numbers, but from my last number, I believe the book has raised, and this number was like from months ago, so it could be even more now.
Wow.
Is that it's raised over $100,000.
Wow, that's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Puerto Rico. It's a consistent seller. Every time, I was just in a comic book store yesterday, and it was in their top 100 trades for that store.
Nice.
I see it every store I go to, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble. I always check every time I go. So it's been doing fantastic. And I just, love the success we had it, and we've had great reviews on Amazon. I think we're like 4.5 stars, 45 reviews.
Wow, great.
So it's just been killer. I've loved that I've been able to do something to give back to the island where I was born, where I spent part of my life in, and to be able to just help my people. And it's just been a great feeling. I love it.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. So you guys can get that. If you don't want to go to a comic store, you can get Puerto Rico Strong on Comixology, because I've seen it there.
Yeah, it's on Comixology. You can go to Amazon.com. It's every bookstore. People have been telling me it's at Walmart. It's at Target.
Nice.
It's pretty much like everywhere that's possible.
Great, fantastic. All right, thank you so much, Marco Lopez, Ivan Plaza. Just to keep it simple, luchaverse.com?
Yes.
There we go. TheLuchaverse.com. Go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Signing off once again from Megacon, Tampa Bay, Geek Culture Congress.